Usano le mani, fino alla pista che non esiste. La cavalchiero si prendi
My day in our day in Florence was probably making it to the top of the Duomo Dome without throwing up or passing out. There were some sketchy moments going down the stairs where I thought I might pass out and tumble down and knock Laura over, which would have been terrible for both of us and everyone else involved. The lows would be how long it took my knees to stop shaking after we got back down off of the dome. It was quite a while for that. And uh-ohs for me today is probably the amount of curse words that came out of my mouth in the process of all of that.
My high today, I have to say, is conquering the Duomo. I think that was just a major victory for the whole group, and seeing the view was beautiful. Low, I would say it was really difficult to navigate the crowds and the traffic. There were a lot of people on the Ponte Vecchio and it was a little bit stressful, but we made it through. And uh-oh is probably the fact that I ate 2 gelatos today, which is the most out of anyone. So I had a lot of that, but overall, still a good thing.
My high was going to the top of the Duomo. It was a lot of stairs. There were a lot of crooked stairs and steep stairs, but it was a really cool view, and it was a hard thing that we all did, so that's my high. My low, although the museum we went to was really, really cool, my low was the amount of people in there who seemed to only be there to see one thing and didn't care about the other art. So trying to appreciate the other art while there were a bunch of people in there who didn't was probably my low. And then my uh-oh, I just had this, hold on. My uh-oh was that we were walking down the street and I saw a random souvenir shop and decided to pop into it, and there were a lot of fun things that we found and bought. So that was the uh-oh today.
High today was definitely climbing the Duomo, not so much because I loved the Duomo so much, which I do, but because it was like a team building exercise, kind of like you do when you're becoming an RA in college or something. And so I really felt that it bonded us as a team with Carissa and Loanne and just really everybody here. I felt very supported and encouraged, and it was kind of cool. I realized as I was getting up the top of the ladder to the very top, which why did it have to be a ladder, but got to the top of the ladder, and I didn't know who I was going to see at the top, and I realized that I was looking forward to whoever I was going to see at the top. Every person was someone I was equally excited to see. My low would probably be, let me go with my uh-oh next. Sorry, Carissa. My uh-oh is that I got a chocolate cannoli, which was a great decision. The bad decision was the not having any napkins with it. And I spent the next 20 minutes trying to get chocolate off of my hands and face and so forth. And I would think my low is, as much as I love art history, I always get disappointed when I go to an art history museum or an art museum and people are there just to get a picture of the famous thing and they don't actually care about the famous thing, and it makes it harder for people who actually are really excited to be there.
All right. Highs was the Ponte Vecchio bridge, and it's something I've been looking forward to seeing for a long time. So that was amazing. My low is the Duomo. I didn't make it. Uh-oh. Is that when I purchased at the Paper Mart that we all went to and had such a great time, was that Discover is not readily accessible in Italy. And luckily the clerk told me that. I had a backup Visa card, but I was so looking forward to like the low transaction fee and thing with Discover, and I didn't realize until she told me that like they take that out of the merchant's pocket. And so now I'm like really mad that I have a Discover card because I thought it was so clever, and it's not clever, it's harmful. Uh-oh.
So my high today was our dinner conversation. I got to talk about sexual ethics and purity culture and what it's like to date as a clergy person who's also a millennial. So that was really fun. My uh-oh was, so I woke up from our nap this afternoon to my phone blowing up, and I'm like, why is my phone blowing up? And one of my elders emailed me that I put my out of office email January 15th to May 25th. So that they all think I'm at work and I'm just not showing up. And that ties into my low. So I'm the moderator of our Presbyterian. Today we were supposed to have we are having a Presbyterian meeting that I'm not moderating. And I also found out today that my head of staff is sick. And it's just hard to be present when you know and can see the responsibilities at home. So I'm growing and learning in that. But yeah, that was tough this afternoon, realizing kind of all of those things coming together.
Yep.
Okay. The Duomo was definitely a high. I'll say the second high was actually the Porta Vecchio Bridge, because I did not expect that. As for a low, made a purchase, just had to. And the well, maybe the was the purchase.
That's more of an uh-oh than a low.
That's more of an but I really don't have a low, because everything is good and there's so much more to do. And maybe that is the low, is that there's still so much more to do.
Perfect. Okay, go.
All right, so I guess the high was pretty much like everyone else's. The Duomo, of course, and making the climb. I think my low was only getting a half-hour nap, because the was with the purchase that when we came home, I think it was, I don't know, a 10-minute walk. We made a wrong turn. So it was just a little bit longer. But we had an adventure, and so therefore the nap was just a little shorter. That's it.
I thought you were going to say about your face mask.
You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Non esiste la cavalleria prendi un regalo. Regina di periferia, con gli occhi del Cumulino, che non conoscono la destinazione e che mi dicono un viaggio like a drone. Ti porterò. Userò le mani fino alla pista che non esiste. La cavalleria si vende gli uragani. Regina di periferia, con gli occhi del Cumulino, che non conoscono la destinazione e che mi dicono un viaggio like a drone. Ti porterò. Userò le mani fino alla pista che non esiste. La cavalleria si vende gli uragani. Regina di periferia, con gli occhi del Cumulino, che non conoscono la destinazione e che mi dicono un viaggio like a drone. Ti porterò. Userò le mani fino alla pista che non esiste. La cavalleria si vende gli uragani. Regina di periferia, con gli occhi del Cumulino, che non conoscono la destinazione e che mi dicono un viaggio like a drone.